late night carving. Well, it's not late for me. It's only like 7:30, it's 7:45 at night. I don't know if this was the one that I had set up or if this is the one that I said I'm going live. I'm not, just don't know. Anyways, we are live. This is a piece of Russian olive. I love carving it. I hollowed out the back. We're going to carve an owl. I said a hole in the tree, owl and a nut. So like there'd be a rotten hole in the tree. And we'll do it up here. I already got the hole in the back to hang it. Then this should be a pretty quiet chat. Carve. I just kind of did not too much today. So I figured I'd go live tonight. Well, live now. Anyways, can you guys hear me talking? Anybody out there? I just carved Rob. Did you get the notification? Obviously. Can you hear me talking? Hey, Sean. Happy 4th of July to all of my American friends. Hey, Dana. Donna, Dana. Happy 4th of July. So this is a small piece of that Russian willow. I don't think I'm going to be able to put a light in here. So, hello. Hey, Dave. Hi, Flake. Hi, everybody. So I'm just going to have a quick smoke break, and we'll put an owl in a whole place in a tree. Man, I really love carving this this Russian olive. They say it's an invasive wood to North America, so some of you might be able to have it around in your area. This is just half a branch I cut with my chainsaw. Smoke them if you got them. Thanks, Richard. And I'm smoking them. So this will hang on the wall. It will hang like this. This is how I got it. This is a bent piece, but I got a hole in the back. I already hung it up with a nail, so I can see that it will hang just like this. So your owl, where do you want to put the negative space? So we'll start. And I did take this. I got a little Cairo, whatever they're freaking called, thing to measure how deep I carve the wood before I carve it. Because you, like I just did one. I filmed for YouTube. It's trees, and it's trees on the bottom and a big moon with an eagle head in it. So I filmed that, but I didn't hollow enough in the back, and I had to carve. It was like 1.25 inches thick. I had to carve with my little cheap Chinese bird to get the negative space. But this is cut in here pretty shallow. Hello, Amy of the Joe. So your owl, where do you want to put it? I'm thinking how I could have incorporated a light into here, but maybe I could use those little string lights, those LED lights, but I'd have to carve deeper down here. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to carve down here, because you can see the hollow stops right about here. Rob Hintz. You are my inspiration for the Wood Spirit Birdhouse. I will need to get into the owl carvings too. You explain things very well. Thank you. Oh, Amy, thank you. Amy of the Joe. Thanks, Amy. No need, but thank you. I got the new sprockets for my saws, so I got my other saw now too. So I got my 2 5-on-1s. I'm gonna put 8-inch 50 gauge bar on one, and I'm not too sure what I'm going to put on, I think, on the other one. I talked to Ryan Cook. He said, try a 12-inch, try the 12-inch bars. Thanks, Mark. So your negative space starts up here. So let's just, we'll do it so we can have some things there. So your owl here. No, these lives are hard to, well, they're hard to teach. But I think your owls always look better. This is the side view owl. When they are leaned really hard. They got a big lean to them. just kind of like that. You don't have to have your legs there with talons. Let's have some little talons sticking out there. Like that. Let's see where this. Yeah, we got lots of room there. Now this head is pretty big, so we'll make the head a little bit smaller. That's better off the start. Let's go there. So we'll cut this one here, this line here. So you can see the lean that I got there. Then we don't really need to draw this on now, but we can put our wing on. So and maybe we'll make it so like there's a tree growing up here, and there's a branch coming off the tree like this. So then you get some negative space behind that branch too. And you can have a little thing coming off there. How's that sound? Branch a bit there. And put a little thing down here too. So I don't know. I'm not very good at doing the trees and branches and stuff like that. So there'll be a tree growing up the side, branch coming down here, a branch coming up here, and then this will be negative space. We'll do some stuff inside here. May have to take some more back down too, about here, but we can do that after. Now this, I maybe got like a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. It always feels thicker than it is thin. I'm talking about this distance between it and here. I got a caliper coming. It's $35. I said to Just Carve Rob, I'm like, when does it ever friggin' end? Buying the tools. So then you can have the eagle's wing hanging down past the branch too. Then it can even be going over top of the tree if you want. So then you won't even have to incorporate this stuff if you don't want to, but you can. So you guys following me? You following? It's pretty hot in this room right now. Which flex shaft is better, the Dremel or the Fordham? Well, the Fordham's a lot stronger, but the Dremel carves a lot faster. So, and the Dremel's a lot smaller. I like the Dremel myself. Here's your Fordham, and here's your Dremel. Now, where's my? You get the hand pieces, the 1/8 hand pieces too, that holds the Dremel, the 1/8 bits. So this is a smaller hand piece. So this is Fordham, so you can switch out these hand pieces. Dremel, you're just stuck with this. Myself, I like the Dremel. It spins faster. I'm not running a real Dremel right now. My Dremel, the only Dremel I have is at my chainsaw tent. This is the one that David Grass bought me. This was the high spec. I've been using this for a couple of months now, and it's held up really good. It spins in between the Dremel 3000 and the Dremel 4000. But your Dremel flex shaft hooks up to this. Now, this was like, I think, $30 on Amazon USA or something. The high spec. The silver and the red one. It's working great for me. Anyways, it's too late for Spike to be here. He's sleeping. Evil Rick kind of shows up here and there. They're the moderators. I don't see any comments. I don't like filming this way for the comments. Just Carve Rob's a moderator now, too. Yep, it never ends buying the things. So I got the 1/8 Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr on here. I'm not too sure if this burr's dull or not. So to answer your question about the Fordham or the Dremel, your Dremel, these burrs are meant to spin fast. Damn friggin' light. It's just, these bits are meant to spin fast. I Spike, my prayers are with you. What's up with this? What's up with this? What's up with Spike? Anyways, these bits are meant to spin fast. So the Dremels, I like this handpiece. I like the Dremel. I like the Dremel. Because if I didn't switch over to chainsaw carving, I'd say if you have a vise to hold your wood carving down, I'd say buy a die grinder, a cheap die grinder that holds the 1/8 burrs before you buy a Fordham. But if you're limited to all that space, just buy a Fordham. And so, like, I hogged out all the wood. I hogged all this wood out with my Fordham just before this live because, well, it's boring to watch that. And I got this wrap to put around my fingers. A subscriber bought this for me about a year ago. Thanks again. I'll show you the box. I like having that so you don't get the dent in your finger when you're holding the flex shaft. I just used to use painter's tape. Mark Anthony, what's faster? I don't know what you're asking here. But these are the things that he bought me. You buy these on Amazon too. A self-adhesive non-wooden bandages, 5-yard vet wrap. So yeah, I always have this, and you can take it off and put it back on again. See, it's not sticky. Take it off, and then you can use it. They usually last me a couple carves, and they get all fuzzy. I've had my Fordham hit this before. It ripped it all up. So does anybody have any questions before I get going carving here? So yeah, I think I would go with the die grinder if you had a vise to put your piece down, or you could, get a piece of plywood, screw your carving to your piece of plywood, then flip it over, then screw your piece of plywood to a stump. Then you could use a die grinder to hog out wood fast. I'm running a Makita brushless 12-volt router tool. Is that the one that's 90 degree? Is it got a little arm that goes like that? That runs way too slow for me. Even the normal Makita with the black handle die grinders run too slow for me. I like speed when I'm using these bits. I want to remove fast. So we got our owl drawn here. We got some good things, curviness. So he's sitting there. So let's just, does anybody have any carving questions before I start carving? I probably should. I don't need to hog out all that wood with this bit. I could use a thinner bit. I don't know. I'm going to have to buy some more cheaper, those Chinese cutters, those triple cutters. I'm looking for one right now. Because once they get dull, I just toss them in the garbage can like this here. So maybe I'll put that in and cut the owl out, the shape of the owl with that. Now I don't know how this branch up here. Oh, you got some depth there, so it won't break off. No, I haven't used my ram carver on this wood. I got 3 ram carvers actually. So let's cut the shape out and get rid of all this extra wood. See, that's like 1/4 of an inch, and that's still even That's still even thick to cut through. It's going to be a pretty thin owl. Thanks for being here, everybody. Late night carve with Carve. So let's do this cut here. I'm going to pull out my Fordham, and I'm going to take a little bit more negative space down here in the back. So when you do these negative spaces, you always find yourself carving the back too. And this has the 1/4 inch Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr on here. If anybody's got any questions, I'll stop in a minute. All right, so we'll just take a little bit more from down here. I've always loved carving negative spaces. It might be almost my specialty. You guys, the more that you carve, the more that you're gonna realize like what you like what you like to carve. Yeah, I gotta haul. Sorry, I gotta haul a little bit more back here because I'm thinking about. I can make it so there's a mountain in the background. If that makes any sense? Yeah? No? Maybe? So I'll just spend another few more minutes hollowing it out more down here. Like I said, that caliper is going to be great when I get it. I'll stop for a break in a minute if anybody's got any questions. And don't be a Geordie. Want to see if I can stall before them? Let's see. Nope. Not today anyways. See, if I had a die grinder, that would have been done in a minute. So we're gonna take it. Maybe I could put a. Maybe I can have another owl sitting here. Kind of like that, sitting on whatever. Well, it's going to be hanging like this, so you'd have to make your owl sit like this. Let's try that. If it doesn't work, we can always cut it, take it out. Let's see. That's straight. Looks pretty straight to me. You guys think I'm crazy yet? What am I doing here? All right. Well, I wasn't planning on doing 2 owls. I kind of screwed up a little bit here and took it a little bit too shallow, but it's all right. It will hang like that on the wall, so you won't even really notice that part. Look, I dropped my flex shaft when it's still running. Ooh, it's getting pretty thin in that owl's head. It's all right. Oh, it's supposed to sit like this. Hold on a second, please. Now, why is that one crooked? Ah, boy. Hold on, I gotta fix this while I'm looking at it on the wall. So just give me a minute, please. Anybody still there? Shit. Shoot, I mean, sorry. There it is. What's going on with my friggin' light? Anyways, there's let me just kind of brush this stuff up down here a bit. So like I said, I kind of went a little bit thin in there. Hi, Mark. I was thinking about you today. Did your buddy ever give you any of that abalone shell? Actually, when was it? Yeah, last night when I made yesterday when I made my eagle in the moon video. Thought I fired that shaky. I don't know. You try filming live there, my friend. I fired lots of cameraman. So that's what we got too. 2 owls in the tree. So like I say on my videos, look how well recently on my last video, look how tall that head is. You know, I'll make it the head shorter when I decide where I want to put the thing and stuff if I don't cut through it. And even if I do cut through this, oh, thanks, man. It's not, trust me, it's not expected. So thanks. Yeah, I fired one the other day actually when I was filming yesterday, my eagle and the trees and the moon one like this, but it has a light in it. Yeah. Fired another cameraman, didn't last too long. Drives me nuts when I'm doing the editing. So, you know, even if I did cut through this head here, because it's pretty, oh, it's really thin on the back there. Even if I did cut through it, you can make it so it looks cool with some negative space in there. Or I could also cut it off and then recut it in and then use this, make it a smaller owl. You know, I think for the very beginning carvers, like the people are just getting into it and are timid about cutting deeper and stuff like that. The more, it's kind of hard to explain, but the more you have confidence and not worry if something's not going, none of my carvings go as planned. The more you don't worry about things not going as planned, but the better off the more fun you're gonna have. It might not turn out, I don't know. My next, I got two videos to come out on YouTube this weekend. One is I got given a big chunk of that pumice stone. I carved that. Uh, I carved a side view eagle. That didn't really work out. But then I carved what I carved on the other side, just a face and planters. So that's in my yard now. Big pumice. It's that volcanic stone that the people or ladies clean the bottom of their feet with to get the skin off or something. But it's like friggin' carving glass, and moving that stuff is very hard on the hands. When I wasn't filming, I moved it with my hands. My hands are all a little cut up with splinters in it, little slivers and stuff. Man, I've been on my phone all day. About an hour ago, I said to need to go watch a Jordy video, and poof, here I am. Yeah. Yeah, you got to try and not be on your phone all day. So I think that's a cute little block out so far. Oh, it's getting pretty thin up in right in this eagle's head, but we can probably pull it off. Hey Mark, did you grind down those? I was thinking about that too, actually. Did you grind down the stuff on the outer shell? Hey Chad, thanks. Did you carve down the outer shell of the abalone? Or did you just get the shells? If you're still there. I was wondering about that too. Because like after you carve all the outer shell off, do you need to polish it? Anyways, maybe you're not there anymore. Now, does anybody have any questions? There you are. You guys hear me? I know these nighttime chats are pretty quiet, which is good because I can answer any questions that anybody has. So now all the bulk carving's done. Now it's time to do some fun carving. It's not wicked, but not wicked yet, Sean, but thank you. So we're going to put on the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. I think I saw another one here. I got to get some more. Mine seem like they're getting pretty dull on my Dremel flex shaft. So for that was asking about the Kutzall and the Dremel flex shaft. Well, there you saw me use the Kutzall. And that burr that I was, the Fordham, that burr I was using is pretty dull too. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut down that, actually, let's put the camera in the overhead and draw on our details. So the sapwood on this piece, well, I really don't care. Oh, boy. The sapwood is not very thick on this piece, meaning there's not the white layer of the wood is very thin. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm not going to cut down the head. Yeah, look at this owl. Let's see here. Where's the pen? We'll this one put his wing in here like that. And then we'll do a center line on the head. We'll go like that. Now, like I said earlier, I worry about this part of I deal with this part of the head last. This one, where it's super thin, Do your best to draw these on kind of the same. Or you can give it big ears. We'll probably give it the big ears. And there will be a talon here. Just a little silhouette of a talon. This one you don't even need to put anything in there. You can just do like a little if you want. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Do you know if the Kutzall plans on making detailed burs in silver again? This is Russian olive wood, which I've been making carving lots on my last recent videos. There was a trial thing. I'm not 100% about that answer. So what I'm going to do is just slightly carve in these things here. Try not to cut through. It's so fun using this wood, incorporating the colors into it. See how I'm opening up this white here more? Okay, well, this one doesn't have a beak. There's no beak there, but this one has a little beak down there. I'm going to hook up the little Kutzall detail burr, my favorite little burr here. It's a little, it's this little one. But this one is the gold one. You guys get these packs on the Kutzall site. Comes in 4. I didn't. That coffee table just carve up. This bur's garbage. That Kutzall. I didn't get that table. It was on Marketplace, and I guess the guy. I didn't respond to his answer, so I guess he doesn't. I didn't know. No, the answer is I didn't get that table. So I got to carve a little. Ooh, I'm running out of room here. Oh, don't cut too deep. Oops. Cut through the eyes. That's all right. This is your basic owl pattern. So cut and keep, cut and remove, cut and remove. This guy's got a huge wing. Let's try and make his wing a bit small. I could have gave him a tail, I guess. You see all right? Really take your time when you're working around that beak. Little shape of a towel in there. This is when you want to cut deeper here and try and get the darker colors in the undercut like that. Shit. Cut and taper in there. Okay. Kind of tree bark stuff. Trying to get those colors to pop. Okay, let me zoom out a bit. Okay, I'm gonna get my little detail burr, the little flame one, and just kind of hollow out where that where I did these bark cuts along here to try and get the color to pop when I oil it. Just open them up a bit more. This is that little flame one. I think this one's silver actually. Ooh, look at that owl. All right, so let's just kind of. Run around, clean up any areas that you think don't look. Get some more of this off. Try and get some more white. We can do that with the sander too. All right. I like the bottom owl better. I know I'm carving. It's hard to follow along with. How much would I charge for this piece? I'm not too sure, Rob. I need to carve more things like this that are more affordable. Because the lamps, I'm not selling cheap. Those lamps are like, I don't know. What do you guys think I should charge for it? Just stand by one sec. I gotta. What the man? We're tightening things. Gotta get some sandpaper here. This is how fast, it's the hummingbird one. I didn't carve that fast. I tried to take my time. I tried. This is how fast I always carve. I'm just making some more sandpaper for the sanding mandrel. Hey, Darren, trees to these. 128.75. We'll see how it looks after I put the oil on it. One. Oh, get some air in here. The next one I'm gonna do is it's gonna be a tree, like a fairy house, gnome home. Jamie said 131.67. I don't know. I'd probably sell it for local, probably $100, $150. Hi, Jamie. The big J man. So top, I like the bottom out. Hello, Jamie says hello. Jamie is Amy Jo's husband. How you doing there, Darren? Trees to these. How's everybody else doing out there? Anybody got any questions for me? Probably not. You know why? Because you know I probably don't have the answer. Well, I pretend I do. So what I do is I get my sandpaper and I punch a hole through 4 of them at once with the screwdriver. Yeah, this is my hole puncher. And then I put them on the little screw for your sanding mandrel. Yeah, I'll probably sell this for 125. That's good, man. You never sent me any pictures of your thing. Your setup, did you? That's okay. People have lives, unlike me. So I like it. See how you put a branch up there so people can recognize, oh yeah, it's a tree. There's a branch. It's kind of a tree. It kind of went a little bit thin right here. But just because it looks thin right here doesn't mean it's not thick that way. Thanks, Rob. Hi, Rob. Sorry, I should have had one of these sanding things ready to go. I think I'm going to use it on my Dremel this time, because when you're going to carve another fairy house with B. Hi, Perry. I caught that before you can erase it. Who's B? Haha, gotcha. When are you going to carve another fairy house with B? Well, I don't know. My buddy Grumpy Jesse has been bugging me too. Oh, I'm not doing another copper roof fairy house. That roof cost me $800. You're talking about the pea copper roof, aren't you? Cool. Just want to see how you set your thing up, man. That's all. Not a big deal. Don't have to if you don't want to. Pea on more copper. Hey, Perry. Did he say hi? Yeah, no more pea copper roofs. Damn, I thought I did nice woodwork. Thanks, Joseph. This is just fast. Fast carving. But I carved at it basically in an hour. The funny owl, the funny owl kind of looks top. The top owl kind of looks a bit funny, but it's okay. It's an owl. I cut through his eyes or her eyes. Yeah, there's a he and a she in there. I think the he is in the top and the she is in the bottom. Yeah, he's looking out saying, don't you come and try and take my wife away. Thanks, Joseph. Appreciate it. Yeah, because they're gonna have little baby owls. I should carve some more. I should carve some. Getting into the. Thank you, Richard. Rest in peace, 81. Richard, rest in peace, 81. Does 81 stand for anything, Richard? For you? Oh, I put my thing in my. There's no babies in this one, just carved up. The pea roof? Yeah, it's out in my on my deck at my place. I got to carve a full 3D owl. I mean, a full 3D eagle. Thanks. I got another video coming out probably Sunday. It's two trees and a big moon up top. No, it's trees down below, a big moon up top with the eagle head in it, with a light in it. I know they're getting repetitive, but guess what? I don't give a shit. I'm just going to do what I want to do. If people don't want to watch the videos, then don't watch the videos. I've always been that way. The year I graduated in 80. I don't know what year I graduated because I didn't graduate. And people are like, yeah, but what year did your grad class graduate? I'm like, I have no idea. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. I basically quit school in grade 4, and they just kept on passing me so the teachers wouldn't have to have me in their grades again. You know, they wouldn't have to teach me over again. Joseph, I'll write down some of these names to sub. I started a channel and I want good people. There we go. Somebody self-pitching their YouTube channel, eh? Just carve up. It's okay. It used to bug me. I really don't give a shit anymore. Just make the videos. Keep having fun. Do what you want to do. Same with me, Mark. I started roofing. Yep. Now I could have made this wing shorter and gave him a tail. Well, I don't care. I just cut it too thin. That's why I was like, oh, what am I doing? Too thin this way. Anybody that doesn't like it is lucky. 3 other directions to look. Yeah, I started roofing for I started roofing for $3.25 an hour. Now, I remember when I was a kid, I had the older people tell me, when I started my first job, I was making 35 cents an hour. Now I'm that old guy. When I first started my first job, I was making $3.25 an hour. Woo. Woo. Should do another cut up above his eye there. It's okay. It's good the way it is. I like the bottom one better. It's okay though. I could carve some little babies up top, but I'm not gonna. I got my flap sander on my Dremel ready to go. I've been using it on my Fordham, but on the Fordham, there's no resistance and well, it can snap pieces off like this owl really easy. When you have it on your Dremel flex shaft, there's more resistance and less chance of this owl snapping. If you know what I mean, I mean. Now, why is that hanging like that now? And now it's not hanging because I took wood away. Now it's hanging crooked. That's all right. Has anybody got any questions? Probably not. Did I already say probably not? I'll say it again. Probably not. I got a toothache. Actually, I got teeth aches. I got to do something with my teeth. I don't know. I brush my teeth every freaking day, but they're just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And one day I'm just going to say, when I got the money, I'm just going to say, pull them all out and just give me dentures. I'm tired of them. That was the best part of my body before it was my teeth. Not anymore. Amy Jo's in first place with 400 experience points. Perry is second. Just Carved Rob is third. Graduated School of Hard Knocks. Yeah, gotta see. I got the roots canals done when I was younger, and I never got the crowns. You know how much they want for a root canal now? Like $1,500. That's without the crown. $1,500 friggin' dollars just for the root canal. I'm saying just pull it. Pull them all. I don't give a shit. I'll walk around with no. I'll make my own friggin' dentures. Look like the dude from the Goonies. I don't know why, but like recently, like maybe 3 years ago, I started grinding my teeth too. So my front teeth, my top two front teeth, they kind of dent. They look like they're dented in because I grind them when I sleep. I tried to buy a mouthpiece, but I just wake up, it's on my bed or it's on the floor, so there's no sense using that. That's a real set of dentures. Yeah, that's right, Perry. A real set of dentures made out of diamonds and razor blades with white gold inlay. And drill them to the bone in your mouth so nobody can take them out and try and steal them. Just get a drill and drill a hole in there. Yeah, whalebone teeth. But I probably could make my own dentures. Because I will, maybe not, but they have to be fitted properly. But you have to go back a bunch of times because they're like certain little areas are digging into your gums and shit. I got told so. They have to go back and carve that down. Well, guess what? I'll carve it down myself. I think I don't know how much dentures are, but they're like friggin'. You guys watch that show Gold Rush? You see that guy Bud? I think his name's Bud. He got dentures. Couldn't really talk with them. Big, huge. They're just white, pitch pure white dentures. Anyways, enough of that nonsense. I'm going to put my dust mask for a minute and then sand this, and then we'll oil it and we'll call her done. All right, so how's that for a little Hooters? See my flame lighter I've been using? Thanks, Amy. Okay, where's the oil? I usually got it handy. This mineral oil. Get it at the drugstore. Oil it. This is when the true colors come out. I just got to go to the washroom here and get that brush, my oil brush that I just used. Yep, it's got water on it, so I'll use this one. Excuse me. Two colors come out. I might give this one. I'll probably give this one away for people who chipped in for the chainsaw. Okay, so let's put the oil on. Ooh, it's dark. This one is a dark one. I got my other chainsaw. I think I said it already. And I got the sprockets for it. I don't know what I'm gonna put on the bars. I'm gonna put on the chainsaws. Tops and bottoms. To try and talking to Ryan Cook, he said a 12-inch bar. The chain's kind of runs slow, but it Amy has a saw. Amy needs to learn how to sharpen chainsaws before she gets another saw. That's my opinion. Because there's no sense getting another saw if you don't know how to sharpen them. And that's not being me. I'm not being a big bully, Amy, but it's just the truth. Because you can't go buy a new chain every time your chain gets stole. Trust me, I used to be that guy. The chain would be like halfway through, and I'm like, oh, the chain's no good. I got to buy another chain. So I went to my local dealers and got custom ordered chains. Yep. So I think the most important part of chainsaw, well, safety first, but sharpening your chains. Doesn't matter the saw you have. You can have a killer saw or a shitty saw. I know the saw that Amy has is not very good, but there's no sense getting a good saw because if you don't know how to sharpen chains, well, there's no sense getting a good saw because your chain's going to be dull. Amy's still here? She's probably mad at me. Jamie's sitting there probably going, I don't even want her having a chainsaw. She's going to get hurt. Actually, Jamie bought her a new chain last time for her saw. I get the back too because, well, because I do. So, because when you're looking at the piece of the front, this negative space, you're going to look and see the sides of the back too. Yep, there's no sense getting a new saw Amy, if you get a friggin', if you learn how to sharpen chainsaws, I'll have a GoFund. I'll have a start up a GoFundMe to get you a new saw. And trust me, I'll get you a new saw, but you need to learn how to sharpen. And it doesn't come overnight. That's it. Make sure you get everywhere. Yeah, this was fun. Thanks, Perry. All the colors in that wood is just crazy. So pretty. I mean, it's pretty. Don't be mad. Don't be saying is Jamie hearing? Does Jamie hear what I say? Amy. So I just hang it up here. Thanks, Amy. Man, I don't have any friggin' rags here. Hold on a second, everybody. I gotta get a rag, some paper towel things. I gotta go downstairs and get the new roll. Oh, my tooth. I just hang it on the wall, put paper towels underneath it, and let it drip overnight. This one went pretty dark. Shit. What's going on with that? So I know it's shiny. It's hard to see. Let me wipe it off a bit here. I'm going to give this one away to whoever chipped in for the chainsaw. This will be one of the prizes. I think it's worthy. You guys think it's worthy? You'll be able to see way better when it's not so shiny. I'm not sure where you live, but I'll be there. One second. Sorry. Yeah, lots of people like owls. Thanks, Amy. You don't use paper, use what? What's this? Just carve up. Oh, I need to get the oil in my hands from carving that pumice stone anyways, man. That stuff was deadly. I'll never carve that stuff again. Can you guys see it or is it dark? Yeah, even if even if the owls don't look good, just the color of the wood looks good. Like I thought about just saying screw it and just kind of carving the color of the wood just to get the different colors of the wood to pop. Sorry, excuse me. What do you think, just carve, Rob? Yeah, I'm going to give this one. So I have 2 wood spirits, that lamp, this one. Yeah, there's like four prizes. Thanks, Perry. It's blackout. What's blackout? I ask you a simple question. You can give me a freaking simple answer. Just carve, Rob. For the love of something. I don't know. You gotta love something. Man, my burs are a mess. Everything's just a mess. What is Amy? What does Jamie say about you getting a new chainsaw? Can Jamie hear this or no? Is he off watching TV or messing around on his phone? Thanks, just carve up. I'm gonna have to send you. I got you some of this for knife handles, but you're gonna have to get that cactus wood stabilizer and the pressure thing to do it for knife handles. I think this stuff, the growth rings come apart. He wants you to get better first. Yeah. You know, like, I'm not picking on you, Amy, but it's a good point that I made about learning how to sharpen the saws properly. I really don't want to make a video. Can you guys hear me? My headphones just died. Can you hear me? Thanks, Cosmos. I don't want to make a video about how to sharpen chainsaws because, well, I don't do it the proper way and I use my Dremel. And I don't think I should be showing people how I do it. But there's tons of videos on YouTube how to sharpen your chainsaws because you have the rakers too. You need to take the rakers down. 10 for you. 10 for here you. 5x5. Man, I don't even know why I have these magnets for my burs like you do, just carve, Rob, because they all just end up on my table with sawdust all over them. Has anybody got any questions for me? Yeah, this will be a gift for somebody that chipped in for the chainsaw, for sure. I'll make this one a gift. We're going to do that giveaway too. Maybe I'll do it next weekend. A live chip-in giveaway. Why do I have all these diamond burrs on my table? I barely ever use diamond burrs. Does anybody got any questions? So I'm not wasting you guys' time here. I got a fresh watermelon in the fridge. I'm going to go downstairs, slice her up, That's my new snack at nighttime. Besides, I don't eat chocolate bars. I was getting too fat. You know, when your t-shirts, it's like when your t-shirts shrink up, it's not that your shirts are shrinking up. It means you're getting too fat. And that's when it's time to stop eating the old chocolate bars and buying buckets of ice cream. How do I sharpen my chain with my Dremel? Cosmos, I got so many diamond burrs on my table because they lie on my table because I don't use them. That's why I got so many diamond burrs on my table. Man, all my burrs are starting to get really dull. Ben, you need to buy some titanium bits. What do you mean titanium bits? Hello. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. This one's going. This piece was pretty dry. When this piece so I got this Russian olive. If you guys don't know, I got it from my friend named Dave. He lives in a town called Merritt. It's about a 3-hour drive for me to get to his place. And the tree fell over in a windstorm, and half of the tree was dead already. So the stuff where it was dead already, it's darker. It's like, it works like cedar. It's the deader wood was, can you hear me? The deader wood was darker than the live wood. So, but he's still got the big stump there, like the tree trunk itself. These are just branches that I got. He still has a tree trunk there himself, and he has a sawmill, and I told him, I said, no, let's just leave it there and we'll mill it so we can get some nice boards out of it. But the thing is, he had a stroke, and he had a stroke. I had to go drive up there. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I went to Kamloops. I made a video, and I had to go visit him in the hospital. Now, he's out of the hospital from the stroke, but he's still suffering from it. Now, I don't really want to go asking him for the tree trunk to have, if I can have it when he's has the stroke, because I don't want to put it on him. Maybe I'll call him up and ask him after this live, because then I can go where I get the bark, and you guys saw the video where I found the new stash of the little bark. I can stop at that bark place too and maybe get some bark. Maybe I'll try and go there this week. But I gotta try and work a couple shifts of work too. Gotta work. So anyways, does anybody have any questions? Here it is. Cut that top owl in way too thin. No questions? You guys are good? Am I free to go? I gotta start carving. We just carved. Rob, can you carve me 7 Christmas gnomes so I can sell them with my older wood lights things that I'm making to sell for? You know, I got the older wood there with the white bark. Just carve, Rob. Thanks, Mark. And like I said, no worry about those abalone shells, but I would. Did you try and sand the outer shell off of those shells, Mark? No, you'll carve more now. Whip sound. No, if you Google, when I Google searched Russian olive, they say it's native to, it's foreign to North America, and it's an invasive species. Oh, it's outside. Yeah, obviously outside. But you've tried it before. You have tried. No, Darren. Actually, you've tried sanding off the outer shell before. No, Darren. I carved trees and the eagle head in the moon. Um, I did it yesterday instead of the wizard. I gotta do a wizard though. I will do. I want to have a collection of the 10 lamps, and then I might have like a art show or something around town or something. I've tried. It's a horrible job to take. Now, Mark, to get the clear shiny finish, how'd you get the clear shiny finish after sanding it off? I thought you were gonna send me pictures. Actually, you never did. Not that I expect you to. We're talking about abalone shell. Mark lives in New Zealand. That wood that I carved today was ash. Nice, Amy. She carved a nice shampoo and a Polish cloth. Hmm. What like how fine of sandpaper do you use to sand the outer shell of the abalone shell off? Can you send me a few pictures of the shells, Mark, to my email? Canadian1dude@gmail.com. Or I got a new website. It's carvingfusion.ca. Canadian, not the word one. It's the number one. I just like to see them. That's all. Shit like that excites me. Anyways, my table's a freaking mess. My battery's gonna die. Try and send me pictures if you can, Mark. Not a big deal. We'll talk to you guys later. Chainsaw. Tomorrow's video will be the carving that big, huge stone that I got. That lava stone. That pumice. Darren's told me pumice. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Make sure make sure you tag me, or I don't know. Anyways, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for popping in. These lives are better. They're more quiet. I can answer all the questions and whatever. This will be a prize for. I gotta let the oil dry for a couple weeks before I spray it with the clear coat. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Just Carve Rob, and hi, Spike, if you watch this. And hello, everybody. Take it easy. Stay a legend, brother. Thanks, Perry. You too. Don't shit your pants.